press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello my dear students, hope you people are doing good. Yes, hope you people are studying for your exams. Yes, see dear students, let me give you a few instructions when it comes to writing. I have checked your papers, okay, like maybe not corrected, but yes, definitely I have checked your papers. See, the way you write, it has to be changed. That's the reason, see, whenever I give the explanation, okay, what exactly you have to do is you have to listen to whatever we have taught here, okay, so that you can come up with your own words. Most of the people, they depend upon the notes. Ma'am, when is that you will be giving the notes? Don't depend upon the notes. However, you have got these videos, do listen to those things. Do every now and then check the textbooks, read it. Okay, once you read, you may not understand in a thorough manner. Second time you read it, I'm sure at least something you will understand. So you have to have this reading habit. Okay, so most of you are not doing that. Please don't do that. And yes, the answers, whatever you have written, totally from textbook, whatever it is there, you have just copied and you have pasted it, or probably have by hearted it. Okay, don't do that. Okay, don't by heart, and don't when it comes to your poem and all, definitely whatever it is there, you have to write the same. Okay, that I agree. So that you have to recite, you have to by heart, and then you have to write. But don't do the same thing with the question answers or whatever you're approaching with social studies. Okay, so this was something I wanted you people to know. Okay, so when it comes to this particular chapter, okay, so today let us start with new chapter. In the last class, okay, like the previous classes, you have studied about electoral politics, right? So you have understood what exactly is politics, why we have to why people are given a chance to choose their rulers and all, right? What is the necessity, and how many parties are there, political parties, etc., etc. All these things we have studied, right? You have studied about electoral politics earlier, in the 9th, etc. And maybe in your 10th you have studied about your political parties, right? So how many political parties are there, and why political parties are necessary, what is the importance. So all these things we have studied, right? In the previous class we have studied this same. So why these political parties, or say electoral, when it comes to politics and all, why these things do come into existence? As discussed, okay, in the last class itself, when it comes to your political parties, we came up with a word called as democracy, right? So every now and then we have come up with the word democracy. So what is this democracy? What is the importance of democracy? Yes, why do we need democracy? Is there any difference between democratic and non-democratic nation activities or functions they carry out? Why we have to know the outcomes? What exactly is the outcome of democracy? So when they say democracy, as you all you already know, okay, it is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Nothing but people have got all the rights to choose their representative, okay, and it is not only they choose their representative, but the representatives have to follow certain rules and regulations. That is what is expected from the rulers, right? So yes, so is there any difference? Why we have to follow this democracy? Why it cannot be your dictatorship and all? Why that cannot be followed? Why we need to have democracy? Now, don't these non-democratic nation, don't they have good governments? Why is that we are just depending upon democracy? So all these things we'll be learning in this particular chapter. See, there are few objectives when it comes to this. What exactly democracy does? Okay, why we have to follow the democracy? Certain questions. What outcomes can we reasonably expect of democracy? So what will be the outcomes? Nothing but what are the results if we are having democracy as a main thing. Okay, what are the results out of this? Okay, so that will be learned. Then what are the expectations? Okay, if at all, what do we expect from the democracy? Nothing but if at all we are having democratic nation, what are the expectations that has to be fulfilled? Okay, so these things are yes, and moreover, how to assess Okay, yes, how do we assess democracy's outcomes? How to assess it? Is there any particular way to assess it? Okay, so all these things will be learning. So Nev, what are the objectives? When it comes to the objectives, we will be learning these things, that is, identify the need to accommodate social and cultural diversity in democracy. So as we all know, there are diversities, right? We have a mantra, that is unity in diversity. Nothing but, though there are people talking different language, having different culture, etc., 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 they come and they are united, right? They come under as though they are one. So when these things are happening, democracy, okay, when it comes to democracy's outcomes, so what the objectives are: identify the need. Okay, we have to identify the need to accommodate social and cultural diversity in a democracy. So how to overcome this, or how to balance it? Okay, so this will be learned. The second is understand how democracy promotes acceptance of diversity. Okay, so whether democracy is promoting, or whether acceptance of diversity, how those things are coping up. Okay, democracy on one hand and diversity on other hand, how these things are going together. Okay, the next is appreciate that democracy forms a legal basis for equality and dignity of all citizens. So when it comes to citizen, they have to appreciate the democracy, or rather they have to support democracy. So how that will be done, how they will be doing, so it depends upon the people, but yes, that is what is expected from the citizens. Okay, so this is a short introduction. So here in this particular chapter, we will be learning about how to have this unity among all the diversity, nothing but how democracy is upholding these things. Okay, in the previous chapter we studied, right, rulers and adopting rulers, how people to choose. The complete freedom is given to the people to choose their leaders, rulers, right? So that will be what is the outcome, what is the result out of this democracy? So we'll be learning here today. Yes, let me start with this thing, that is, how do we assess? What are the ways to assess the democracy's outcome? Why we have to know the outcome of democracy? The reason is, see, if we are doing something, or if we are following something, okay, following certain things, so we should know what will be the result if we are doing that. Okay, some particular thing we are doing, then we have to know that, what will be the outcome, what are the results if you are doing that. Okay, so these things we have to know. So when we are trying to know this, so they see, as we all know that democracy is a better form of government. See, like in chapter 2 there was a discussion, right, why we have to have democracy and all. So children were telling, if at all we choose the rulers, what will be the outcome? If we are having democracy, what would be the result? If we do not have democracy, what would happen? So all those things were discussed, right? So here also they are telling democracy is a better form of government. Why? Because the democracy totally depends upon people itself. Nothing but people, they cannot come together and discuss on one particular thing, because their ideas keeps changing, right? So they cannot stand and give everybody's ideas cannot be same. That's the reason what they are planning for. Yes, now when they are saying this, it's better to have to have a better government. It's better to have democracy, because democracy is the best way of government. Okay, wherein compared to other things, dictatorship or monarchical system, if you are considering all those things, democracy is the best thing, because people are considered. Why democracy is important, or rather say why democracy is gaining that much of importance? Let us know about this. What exactly democracy does? It actually promotes equality among citizens. So first thing is equality. So if democracy is there, people, okay, will treat each and every person equally, and they always see that the equality is maintained. So it promotes equality among citizens, first thing. The second is it enhances the dignity of individual. Okay, so individual dignity is enhanced. So see, because most of the time most of the time the decisions are given, or say decisions are allowed to be taken by the people themselves. So imagine if at all you are given a chance to decide on certain things, how would you feel? You feel some superior, right? Yes, in the same way it actually adds on to the dignity of the people. The third is improves the quality of decision making. How can you say it improves the quality? See, ideas. See, whenever people are given chance, right? Whenever people are given chance to decide on particular thing, you come up with so many ideas, right? So what happens when we are, see, when one person cannot come up with, much more ideas, but in a group, you get many ideas, right? So that's the reason. So the quality will be improved whenever a decision has to be taken on a particular thing. Imagine if at all we have democratic form of government, people will be involved, right? So what happens? It automatically helps us to improve the quality there. So the next is provides a method to resolve conflicts. So it resolves a conflict. How? Yes, see, when it comes to democracy, people come together, right? So when there are differences, imagine there are differences because ideas are given by many more people. So what happens? One idea will be in controversy with other, right? So there arises the differences. So if at all democracy is there, so what happens? No doubt people come together. Then at least what happens when a ruler is there, okay, when a ruler is there to take care of all the people, what happens? Though there are many ideas, the majority thing will be taken. So there the disputes get resolved, or say they give reason why so and so thing is being decided, right? So that would be easy. Next is allows room to correct mistake, okay, for correcting mistake. So see what happens if at all a ruler is doing any mistake, or if the ruler is not providing the support that is expected from him, or imagine if at all people are not happy with whatever he is doing, then definitely he has to correct his mistake. People will never allow him to do whatever he wants, okay? So that is the main thing. Nothing but he'll be asked to correct himself and follow the rules and regulations, or rather take care of the people in a way it has been expected from him. So that is the main thing. Then as you all know, few give or say support to democracy. This is usually if at all alternatives of monarchical system, or say dictatorship, okay, or say yes, military, or say some religious leaders, okay, you have these alternatives. Which one would you choose? Definitely democracy. See, if at all I ask you, do you need democracy kind of government, or monarchical form of government, or say you want military form of government, or religious leaders to take care of you people, definitely would choose democracy, right? Because most of the people, they always support democracy. They are getting chance, first thing, and they will be gaining the importance. That's the reason. But it may not be satisfied with the practice. See what happens. Though democracy is getting high importance because of these qualities what it is having, okay, maybe, but even then people are not happy. People may not be happy. The reason is there would be dilemma. At one particular time they would feel that, okay, have we decided the right thing? Is democracy giving us whatever we want, or should we go with monarchical, or say some military form of government? So there will be always a dilemma. So dilemma, it makes to think, or it triggers you people to think about the outcomes of democracy. So only because it is creating a dilemma whether to choose democracy or whether to have some other form of government. So when these things appears, it actually triggers saying that, okay, if at all democracy is being helpful, let us know the outcomes of democracy. Understood? Like result, what would be the result if we are following the democracy? So now 100 or more than 100 countries, they are following this democratic politics, okay, but see, they do conduct elections, have got parties, and they have guaranteed rights. They do have political parties, they do conduct elections. Nothing but these things are said under democratic nations. So the almost more than 100 nations, they are having democratic form of government. So when these have come into existence, definitely they have to conduct elections, and they have to have even parties like political parties, and even they should get the guaranteed rights which is mentioned under democratic form of government. So though they are having all these common features, like when it comes to social situations, okay, social, economical situation, social situation, political, like apart from certain features, few things will be totally different. No doubt democratic form of government are having these things, but when it comes to situation, certain situation, it keeps changing from one nation to another. So what may be achieved or not achieved is different in every democracy. So see, when it comes to democratic form of government, certain at one nation, okay, when it comes to one nation, they may feel that okay, we have achieved many things because of democracy. The other nation may not be satisfied. So it is like the achievement, okay, whatever they have achieved or whatever they have not achieved, it depends upon nation. It keeps changing from nation to nation. So the interest towards this democracy, it can address all socio-economical or say political problems. So say when it comes to socio-economical or say political problems, it is very easy if at all we are having democratic form of government, because people do come together. Okay, they come up with their ideas. Okay, they tell their representative about their ideas. The ruler will decide then what exactly has to be done. So this would be a easy form we can consider here. So when it comes to expectations, see what happens. Though we consider democracy as an important thing, okay, like it may be important and all. So imagine if at all we are considering, okay, if we are considering like see, now we are having rulers and all, right? So whom do we blame if the works are not done properly or if they do not carry all the functions as required? So we do blame the representative, saying that what kind of representative is he, because he did not do anything, right? Yes. So expectations, when the expectations are not reached, definitely we blame the person here, right? So democracy is facing the same thing. Okay, democracy is facing the same thing. No doubt there are many advantages, but even then there are few here and there disadvantages. So let us know the steps, okay, like certain, not steps exactly, like what is the first step when it comes to know the outcomes of democracy is recognize that democracy is just a form of government and can create conditions for achieving something. So when it comes to democracy, it is just a form of government. Okay, democracy is like it allows us to have a form of government, first thing, and it can create conditions. Okay, like certain conditions will be created so that democracy can be achieved at full. And the citizens have to take advantage of those conditions and achieve the goals. So they have to reach those conditions, they have to fix those conditions, fulfill those conditions. Okay, fulfill all those conditions, and they have to achieve the goals. So they have to reach the goals. Goals regarding what, like what I can say is, it is regarding the national goals here. Okay, it is related to the nation, what all goals to be achieved. So when it comes to accounts, responsive, okay, and legitimate government. So let us know about these things. So when it comes to accountable, responsive and legitimate government. So can a democracy create a legitimate government? How responsible it is, whether it responses, and can we make the person accountable? Yes, we can, right? When, see, in the earlier chapter, I guess, or maybe in 9th grade, you have studied that if at all a ruler does not perform his functions as required, as mentioned, as expected, then definitely he would be accountable for not performing certain works, not performing certain like as expected. Okay, like if at all they are not performing the things, then definitely that would so like see, it helps us to know the outcomes here. So how responsible they are. okay, whether they respond whenever it is required, okay, by the people, and whether they are accountable, can we make them accountable, okay. So let us know about those things. When it comes to democracy, it has allowed the people to choose their rulers, right. So this we have been discussing in like each and every class, right, saying that yes, democracy allows the people, okay, to choose their rulers, and definitely the control will be in the hands of the people themselves. How is it possible? See, they will be expecting, if at all, imagine now ruler is not working properly, okay, for the term whatever he has been chosen. If he is not working properly, then definitely next election he'll be losing his seat, or definitely he'll be losing his position, right. So this is what it happens. So that's the reason the control will be in the hands of the people themselves. So there is something more when it comes to democracy, like what it is expected, okay, like from democracy. There is something more when it comes to like democracy. We expect more from people there. So like say, when it comes to this, there is something more, nothing but it allows the people to make a decision, okay. It really allows people to make decision. Okay, so what kind of decision is like they can do? The very first is, see, certain things, if at all any law has to come into existence, or if any policies have to be made, then definitely people will be asked to give their opinion. So that's the reason they are very important to take decision. And the first outcome is it to produce like a government accountable to citizen and fulfill the needs and reach their expectations. So see, now the government will be blamed, right or wrong. See, when people have chosen their leader, okay, under democracy, it means that they have to be very responsive in nature. They have to reach out to people when and whenever it is required, or whenever people expect them to reach out, then definitely they should be very responsive in nature. So the next is, see, when it comes to some people feel that democracy produces less effective government. The reason is they feel that okay, they are not responsive in nature, okay, like they do not reach out people as and when required, okay, and even non-democratic rulers do not bother about deliberation in assemblies or getting majority or public opinion. How about democracy? We should get majority, deliberation is in assemblies, and even public opinion is very, very important when it comes to democracy. But non-democratic government, they never bother about it, they never care for such things, right? Yes, so they can be quick and efficient. That's the reason, as they do not depend upon these things, they will be very quick and efficient to respond, okay, and to give decision. But democracy does not do this, okay, as it needs deliberation, public opinion, etc., etc. The time will be it will be expanding, nothing but the time will be taken more, it will get delayed, okay. So this is the one thing. Then if government takes a decision very fast, do you think so it would be good in nature? Any decision that is taken all of a sudden hastily, no, I have to do this, will that result in a good outcome, or will that give a good result? Is that possible? So that is a question again. So if a government takes a decision very fast, but that may not be accepted by people, okay, and maybe later on they face problems there. But democratic government will take time. See, now as a democratic government, as discussed, we got to know that non-democratic government, they do not depend upon public opinion. That's the reason what happens, they try to take quick decision. But as our democratic government, they depend upon people, right? They have to take public opinion, and also what happens, they have to depend upon people. And yes, as they have to depend upon people, as they are taking response from them, what happens, they have to wait until and unless the people give their opinion. And though delayed, as people are involved here, it would be the right decision. So that is what is being said when it comes to responsive or say legitimate government. So democracy ensures the decisions to be taken on norms and procedure. Always remember the norms, the procedures, everything is followed out, and citizens or say the people will get to know like yes, they have followed all the norms and procedures as required, and this can be known as transparency. Now you see there is transparency because all the procedures are followed correctly, all the norms, rules and regulations are followed correctly while taking any decision or while making any decision or giving any decision. So when these things are happening, so people will get to know that okay, this is something good. And there will be transparency. It will not be like something hidden or something that is secretly maintained, etc. Nothing as such. So it would be open enough and there would be transparency maintained. So the factor is missing from non-democratic government. This factor, it is totally missing when it comes to non-democratic factor. That's the reason democracy is better compared to non-democracy. So when we are finding outcomes, okay, we were finding outcomes itself, right? So outcome of democracy. So when we are finding this, then it is correct, okay, to expect democracy to produce a government that follows procedure and is accountable to the people. So any government that has been chosen by the people, okay, under democracy, so it is expected that they are accountable to people. Nothing but they should be made answerable. They have to answer to the questions raised by the people, asking for what exactly they have done, right? So that is the reason, like whenever it comes to the outcomes, okay, this is the very good outcome, right? Nothing but people are getting a chance to know what exactly is happening, whether public opinion is taken, whether the government is being responsive, or can we make accountable. So when it comes to democracy, definitely we can make the government accountable here. So they have to answer for whatever work they have done. So it even can hold the government accountable and mechanisms for citizens to take part in decision making. So when it comes to decision making, definitely no doubt like government will be accountable. So they have to involve people to take any decision. So let us know the practices, okay, that are looked for. What are the practices that are looked for? Very first is regular, free and fair election. So this is happening, right? When it comes to India, it is happening. So free election and even fair election is happening. So the second is open public debate on major policies and legislation. So we can have an open debate, okay, for major policies and even legislation. So citizens' right to information about the government and its functioning. So citizens will get to know like how the government is carrying out the functions and even the information related to the government. As I told you, like when it comes to democracy, they are maintaining transparency. They are not hiding anything. They are involving people and taking the decision. Though it is very slow, they want people to get involved and give the decision so that no person questions or goes against the decision taken. So that's the reason they get to know all the information. People will enjoy the information given by the government. Nothing but it would be transparent in nature. So democracy shows mixed record. Okay, it shows mixed record. Yes, few people are not happy with whatever the democracy is, and a few people they do support non-democracy. Let's not have this democracy. And also that's the reason there is a mixed record. Okay, though democracy allows election, sometimes it will not provide fair chance to everyone. Now, yes, when it comes to this, fair chance is not given to everybody, but yes, definitely they do carry out the election as required. So these do not have good records in providing information. When it comes to election, yes, they are not providing correct information. Okay, so this is usually like it is happening. So expecting a government that it is attentive to the needs and demands of the people is reasonable and free of corruption, but the records of government is not impressive on this regard. No doubt we want government to be very responsive, right? Whenever people need them to respond, whenever people are in need to know about anything regarding or related to government, then definitely they expect certain things, right? And if at all it is responsive in nature, then that is no doubt it can add to democracy. But the records whatever is kept by the government, it is not impressive in nature related to this itself. Okay, it is not impressive in nature. So democratic, when it comes to democracy, it frustrates people's need and often ignore demands of larger population. Sometimes it happens, right? People's needs are ignored. That is totally frustrated, like it is kept aside, and also it is happening. So even in democracy they are facing the same thing, that their needs are not responded, and they are the demands are always or often ignored. So democracy is not free of evil. This is yes, it is not only democracy. Even if you consider monarchical system, or even if you consider military form of system, etc., there even you can find evil. Okay, evil nature, nothing but how to make money, how to fulfill our needs rather than meeting people's need. Okay, yes. So when it comes to democracy, it is not free of evil, but there are no evidence to show non-democracy is free of evil. Only because we say that democracy is not free of evil, can we consider non-democratic functions to be free of evil? No, that is what I said, right? If you consider monarchical system or any other system, we can find even evil things going on in there. So compared to these things, okay, compared to all these things, democracy is better. Okay, compared to all other way of ruling, democracy is better. And when it comes to democratic form of government, it is a legitimate government, maybe very slow, less efficient, and not responsive, but it is a government wherein people themselves are the part of it, and they themselves are people's own government we can consider here. Okay, it is people's own government. Okay, so this can be considered. So thus there is a large huge support, okay, from people for democracy. So only because though democracy is inefficient, okay, it is not completely efficient in nature, it is not as it is required, but even then people are supporting democracy, and people wish to be ruled by the representative chosen by them. That's the reason they are supporting democracy. Because see, as I told you, as we have already discussed, if at all we are depending upon people, no doubt they'll be having many more ideas, but they may not be having all the knowledge as required, and bringing people together at one place would be difficult. That's the reason people do choose representative to rule them, and that is the form democracy. This is a right form. So democracy's ability to generate its own support is an outcome which cannot be ignored. So no person can ignore this, that is democracy's ability to generate its own support, because democracy allows you to choose the ruler, it allows you to elect, right? It allows you to give decision, it makes you get involved in these things, right? So it is itself giving, or it is itself supporting its ideas. So this is what we can understand with accountable, responsive and legitimate government. So when it comes to economic growth and development, so do you think so democracy is helping in economic growth and development? If we consider this, it is not much helping. Okay, we can't say that it is thoroughly or 100% helping. Now let us know how and why. So if democracies are expected, okay, to produce goods, to produce good government, they cannot be expected to produce development. So either of the one it can do. Either it can help in development, or it can give a good government, not both at once. So comparatively, when it comes to dictatorship, it has good economic growth. If you are considering a dictatorship wherein a person dictates on other people, okay, so if you are comparing with that particular thing, then democracy stands better. Okay, it helps in economic growth. Okay, unlike other this when wherein you have much more difficulties when it comes to democracy. Though it is difficult, but even then it is supportive in nature. So economic development, so inability of democracy to achieve the economic growth adds to the worry, but that cannot alone be the reason to reject. So only because democracy is not helping in economic growth or say development, can we reject it completely? Can we say that we do not want to follow democracy? No, we are having so many advantages with democracy, right? So that's the reason. Only because of one particular thing we cannot ignore it or say reject it. So economic developments, as we have already studied in economics and all, how economic development happens. It needs various factors, right? It is not only the democracy, it is not only the people. There are many other factors which are responsible for economic development. And we cannot say democracy is the only one that guarantees economic development. With the democracy, there has to be present like all other factors which would help in economic development. Okay, so that itself is said here. So we can expect democracy not to lag behind dictatorship regarding development. So yes, this we can expect. We can say that if you are, no doubt, 100% you cannot give us anything. Okay, 100% democracy cannot give or help us in getting a good economic growth or say development. But when we compare this particular thing with that of dictatorship, democracy is standing better. So what we can expect is it should not lag behind dictatorship, but it should move forward, move further, saying that okay, though we are having democratic nation, we should see that we have to concentrate both on like economic growth and development here. So compared to dictatorship, democracy with regards to economic development is standing better. So that's the reason we are choosing democracy here. So as for today, you understood what exactly is democracy. So democracy is nothing but it is the form of government where it is chosen by the people and it is formed by the people itself for the betterment of the people themselves. So when we are talking about this, democracy allows you to choose rulers. So when you are choosing rulers, they have to have certain rules and regulation. They just cannot follow whatever they want. It is not the right thing. They have to see that they fulfill all the needs and conditions as required. So that's the reason when it comes to democracy, it should be accountable. No doubt we make the rulers accountable here, right? They have to answer for whatever work they have done. If they have failed in regards to any of the work, definitely they'll be answerable. So they will be made accountable for each and everything when it comes to after choosing them as the leaders. And they should be responsive. No doubt, as I told you, see, when it comes to other form of government, maybe it is very easy and easily they give decision. But when it comes to democratic form of government, it is a bit slow. But only because it is slow doesn't mean that it is not responsive or it is not responsible in nature. No doubt. No, it is not like that. Okay, it is very slow, but it always they come up with a good decision because people are involved here. Unlike in other things, people are not involved there. So that's the reason, as people are involved, it can be considered as the right decision. So when it comes to economic growth, and that's the reason we can consider democratic form of government as a legitimate government. Legitimate, very legal, very responsive in nature. So to assess the democracy's outcomes, there has to be certain things, okay, and assessing the outcome becomes very much important because we are following democracy and how well it is working. Should we change our democratic form of government? Should we choose non-democratic form of government? This would be the dilemma, right? That's the reason we have to know the results out of democracy. So that is all for now. So in the next class, dear students, we'll be learning about certain, more about this democracy, that is economic outcomes of democracy, whether democracy is helping in development of economy, etc., and reduction of inequality and poverty. So again, you have studied this in your 9th grade, I suppose. Okay, accommodation of social diversity, and then dignity and freedom of the citizens. So these things we'll be discussing in the next class. Thank you so much, dear students, for your patience, and have a great time. Thank you.